Yo, what's up, family? Waiting
What's
for the
really
people to come
good?
in. I sent my text out, let everybody know we was going live at 4. So,
Yeah, I let them
y'all
know.
late than a motherfucker right now. They should have been on waiting. so,
Yeah, Cleta say she on the YouTube page. I just sent her the one to get in the stream, guys.
okay.
But while we waiting on all that, we can jump this off however you want to do it. It's your show, man. I'm just riding. Oh, by the way, on some other shit. I saw you text the other day. You know, I got you. Whatever.
okay. Um, so we can chit chat till we start getting people into the building.
Mm-hmm.
But for the people that's here, we talking about relationships. Those been in the past, those been more popular shows. People want to hear what we got to say, and I guess people want to hear the dumb shit that I used to say, that I used to do back in the day. I guess I don't know, but I did a
Right.
lot of dumb
But
shit.
yo,
So
and let's keep it real. I'm gonna say this throughout the show. We're gonna start it off in the beginning. Not a relationship expert, but what I am, and I think David will say the same thing. And shout out to Michelle, who's on a little hiatus. She got some shit she's doing. Big things. If you haven't went out and got that Muse Theory, fuck with it. Check it out. Stream it, download it on iTunes, whatever. But we are not relationship experts. What we are, I
exactly,
believe, are relationship realists.
exactly. So we got Natara here. This my first guest. We got a second guest coming in. How you doing, Tara?
Hi, how are you? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in the car.
That's
Okay,
cool.
what's happening, Miss Robert?
Hi, how are you?
So
I'm
for you
good.
all
I'm
that
good.
don't know, that's been following us for a while, one of our first guests came on with on our financial show, Victor Roberts. This is Vic's daughter.
Okay.
And the bad thing about it is
About,
her and my wife look like twins.
I was about to
Literally,
say,
strong
you want to do a
pain.
little bit better about you want to do a little bit better about introducing the girl, setting her up. Let her do it. Talk. Come on, man.
No,
I can't pass the
I
host
was about
thing
to
over
go
to
there.
you.
I was fuck you.
that was one of them long silences. Like this shit is awkward.
So so Tara, go on and tell the family about yourself and what you
Okay.
got going on.
Okay. Hey y'all, my name is Natara Roberts. I actually have a nonprofit that has been it's been about a year. I started last year. Um, so I kind of just it's called Love Ladies of Value and Elevation. It's kind of based off of like women and kids. So far I do like mentoring programs, like on the weekends with certain girls from it's a shelter called Primo. I believe it's on 62nd and Sangamon. I had a toy drive, and basically, kind of my inspiration for a nonprofit kind of came from I had went through a lot. At the end of 2020, I got pregnant, and I had ended up breaking up with my long-term boyfriend, and then my mom was going through a lot, so I just went through a sucky time, and I had the women in my life who were supporting me. So it went from cousins, aunties, grandmothers, everybody, friends who were supporting me. And I just felt like, okay, if these women can take time out their busy lives to support me, I'm going to do what I can, to move forward and support other women who don't have that support system. Because it gets lonely when, you're going through something and you feel like you don't have anybody.
Okay.
Dig that. Dig that. Big ups to you for that.
Thank
And I'm gonna say this throughout the show. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the page. Leave your
Exactly.
comments. We will reply to every comment that comes. We also
Exactly.
got Keita in the house.
Yo,
This
yo.
is the this is the roadie right here.
Yo, what up?
What's
So,
good?
Keita, tell us about yourself.
Man, I wasn't
You want me
expecting
to
all
tell him
that.
about you? You want me to tell him about you?
No, because you might say something all the way left and sideways. Like,
you know I know how to act, I know how to act in public sometimes.
in front of people. You can't bring it,
In front of people.
yeah, you can't do it in front of company.
Let
All
me
right.
just say let me set it up for you. Let me just say this. Keita's one of the first people I met when I moved down here to Dallas, right? Come to find out, she spent time at the crib, so she's a home girl. She's from the Shy. Well, she's from the Shy by way of Nebraska, right? But we hit it off. She's a hustler extraordinaire, businesswoman about her business. and ain't nothing. I mean, what else is there to not to love about the girl? Knock it out, Keisha. Do you?
All right. So, I mean, yeah, I've had several different business ventures or whatever. All of them are very successful. Help people start businesses. I've been doing business consulting since 2006, 2007. Like, Dee said, I've been here for 6 years. As of 2 days ago, moved here from Chicago, was there for 16 years. So spent my whole adult life there for the most part. In Dallas, enjoying this. Well, this weather is a fool right now. We ain't gonna talk about
It's
that.
disrespectful.
Mad disrespectful. Like, but man, I'm just out here living and loving life, man.
Okay, that's what's
Yeah.
up. So,
But yo, let me talk. Let me big up her real quick. One of the businesses that she does, y'all ain't got to go to Miami, okay, ladies and some gentlemen. Okay, she does the whole body sculpting, transform. Let me tell you something, and it ain't this back alley, motherfucker meeting at a Super 8 type shit. She's backed by doctors and nurse practitioners. I'm talking about, she does training. The girl knows her business. You can come right here to Dallas and get your body right. Yeah, one of the things she says, she's doing butts and guts all summer long. But this is Dallas. It's summertime here all year round. So you ain't got to come on, get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, butts and guts all summer.
That's what's up.
And if you too old for a hot girl summer, what we doing? We
Golden
doing
girl summer. You know what I'm talking about?
Golden girl summer.
I keep telling my dog, like, listen, I'm a little too old for that hot girl summer stuff because I'm a day drink. I'm gonna be home by 10. You know what I'm saying? I got legs, knees, just these ankles that don't act right. I get low, I might have to roll over.
Nah, Kitty, you look like you about 25 years old now.
No,
you ain't that old.
Nah, like I got a 22-year-old son, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Nah.
So like one of the things we've always said is we promote Black positivity, not Black bullshit. And unfortunately, it seems like the bullshit is what gets the most airplay as far as our community. So we got two women here that's doing something positive. Ladies, even gentlemen, take your ladies out to support these two young women and what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can't sit up here and say you got to support Black businesses, but then you going over there to the Korean shop.
You dig that? Hey, but not only that, but Natara. So check this out. My wife is the director of foster care at Envision back there in Chicago. So I'm like through David, we're gonna do a little network and see what we can work out on that end. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much. Yes, please.
You already know. It's more than just talk over here. We're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, we definitely went. And look, Tara, even your father, he took on to Deron. So if Deron say he gonna do something, trust me, he gonna do it. And I know Keita got to be a pretty good girl, because if he fucking with you, you ain't a bad person.
Yo, she worked from home. Look, she worked from home now, but she was kind of like my work wife, right? Like I would get up and be walking around. Yo, look, I get up, be walking around, doing me, right? And she'd be like, "Hey, nigga, where you going?" She said, "I'm white."
I looked up. You was going. Where you at, fam? Where you doing?
So
was gonna go get a snack or something. Now, if you want, let me.
Right.
So he can't get shit unless he bought you something back, huh?
Man, that's the
what?
part of it.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Man. I mean, we gotta look out for each other. You know what I mean?
Right. So, okay, this is a relationship topic, and man, it's beautiful that we got two women on here because we could get y'all point of view too. So, one of the questions that we hear from a lot of men is why aren't men able to express their standard of women without the backlash from women? Go ahead. Whoever want to jump in, it's not Family Feud. We ain't got no fucking buzzer in here now. Whoever want to jump in.
Wait a minute. Okay, so let with that question, let me preface it with another question, because I need to know the type of man that we speak of, right? Because I know a whole bunch of men who require a whole lot but don't have a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna get on that too. We gonna get on that too. Don't jump the gun. We gonna get on that.
Okay, but that depends on the answer that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're talking about somebody who is requiring the same things that they have, I don't feel like as a woman, you saying this is what you require is an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you can't be no bum out here talking about some baby girl gotta have a Benz, but I ain't got no job, but I just want to bend the block in her shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Dig that.
I find this is my personal experience now, and I know people from every walk of life. So I find that the men who I know personally who tend to have all of this or verbally says like, this is my list and I'm not going blah, 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 are men who don't have the same type of things, or who are not willing to do the same type of things that they're requiring of women.
Okay. Tara?
Natara, would you like to, before I jump in here?
No, I'm gonna let you go.
Right now, I don't like his
Go. Okay, so look, cause I can't be a gentleman sometimes. I stayed at a Holiday Inn last night. You know what I'm saying? So Holiday Inn Express. You know what I'm saying?
Why you didn't hit me for the Marriott?
So look, okay, so first of all,
okay,
so look, first of all, with women do the same shit. They will require a man to be able to do for them shit they can't do for themselves. I always said that you can't ask me to do shit for you that you can't do for yourself. If you want me to take you to Ruth Chris, I need to know how many times you've eaten that. You know what I'm saying? Simple shit like that. But I think I think we're gonna roll this question back a little bit. I think that we talking about when David talking about standards, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's talking about like even at some simple shit like a man can say, okay, check this out. A woman can be called a cougar and say she likes younger men, right? And it's cool. We applaud that. Y'all be like, go ahead, girl. You know what I'm saying? Do you? But when a man says he likes younger women, he's looked at as a pedophile. It don't matter if that woman's of legal age. It'd be like, what your old ass doing with her? You get real judgmental behind shit like that, right? If a man says that he wants a woman to look a certain way physically, now number one, I do have a problem with that, because after we reach a certain age, ain't a whole lot of us posing for calendars no more, right? But a man could still say, I want a motherfucker to look a certain way, and we'll say, well, why you body shaming her? But I can't tell you how many women I've seen with bodies look like busted can of biscuits, saying that they want a dude that's 6'2" with a 6-pack and all this. And it's like, well, you don't even know where the gym is at in your neighborhood. That alone, you want a nigga that go to one all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is a little bit skewed, right? Like we'll allow women to say certain shit, but then when men say it, we have a problem.
Okay.
You can rebut that anytime you're ready, baby.
You see, Andrea say she already got her tickets for Dallas already.
Come on. We waiting on the Chicago explosion.
I got you.
So
we waiting on the Chicago.
Deron kind of hinted to where I was going with this, because see, you could have okay. What happened to me back in the day? It was a female that I was trying to talk to. She said she don't date light-skinned men. I'm supposed to accept that. She wanted to talk to my boy who was dark-skinned. He said he don't date dark-skinned women. She has a problem with that. So why do you have a problem with having why can you have a preference, but his preference is bullshit, because now he's shallow. Just like women to say, I don't date short men, or I don't date light-skinned men, or I don't date fat men. But if a man say, well, I don't date light-skinned women or dark-skinned women or fat women, that's an issue.
Okay. So here's my thing. When it comes to stuff like that, I mean, we all have our preferences, which I'm cool with whatever preference it is that you choose. I will say this though, historically, right? Historically, darker skinned women have been society deems them as ugly as whatever just because they're dark skinned. And light skinned women
not by your boy Diz.
Go ahead, because I'm gonna say something on that.
But light skinned women can look like Miss Piggy just because she light skinned, she fine. Now we know this,
and just because you light skinned don't mean you're pretty,
right? But you know that's how they look at it that way, and a lot of that, if you look at from a systematic standpoint, now this goes back into history of that whole light skin, dark skin, the women who are viewed as being more desirable, just even not even from a black man or woman standpoint, but even the European standards of beauty, right? So typically, and up until recently, you didn't even see darker skinned women who are cast in movies because their skin is deemed not beautiful. So it's not the regular standard of beauty.
But you know, a lot of our people play into that too, because like I've made this point before. One show, two different moms. Aunt Viv. The dark skinned Aunt Viv was a loudmouth one, always angry. The light skinned Aunt Viv was more cordial.
Yep.
Yeah.
And but you have dark skinned women.
But we still do it. I mean,
but if we know what the problem is,
But no, I'm finna bring it up on as far as TV, and one of the more popular producers of black literature, not even literature, but media, does it. I don't know if it's conscious or what, but when you watch a Tyler Perry joint, the light-skinned dude is always the one that's on point. He's there for the women. He's like the savior.
That's because our light-skinned dudes are always on point.
I just want to know where Tyler Perry be finding these men. No, like fam, like
no, for real.
Look at you. I think they be auditioning for him. Let me shut up. Look, and then the dark-skinned ones are the ones that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
And all of his shit, it's always the dark-skinned dude is the problem, and the light-skinned dude is the one to swoop in and save the day. And I was sitting up watching this shit, and I was telling her, I was like, do you see this shit? And then boom, the next show, it was the same shit. The next show was the same shit. And she was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about Tyler Perry, man. I will say this. Tyler Perry, any type of black trauma, right? He fully fucking perpetuates. My bad. I don't know if I'm supposed to be cussing, but you know I got
no, trust me, we good. You good.
Okay,
you good.
You know my mouth real reckless.
Yeah. This is like barbershop talk right here. This is like drink champs without the drinks.
All right,
well, no, Keita got a drink. She ain't offer us nothing.
Right. I'm feeling like I need to go get mine.
You know what I'm saying? Relationship talk every once in a while. I need that drink. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on.
But Tyler Perry, he perpetuates the black trauma on every level. You know what I'm saying? He always talk about, and again, some of the stuff should be bought right. You know what I'm saying? You always got the messed up, the messy auntie that's in the family. You know, all of that. But it's like, just as an example, right? I had never watched Sisters until recently, right? And that was just because, you know, they done took 50 off of Sundays, and I had nothing else to do. Sundays is my day where I spend time with one of 50 Cent shows.
Don't worry about it. Power Book coming back.
It's next weekend. You know, I'm fiending.
Well, shit, we got football coming up.
And football season starting. Like what, you know, so I'm not
what's your team, Keita?
Come on now. You already know what her team is.
I'm just gonna pause for a minute.
So look,
I'm not a Bears fan, so I'm not gonna just insinuate that. You can see my team back here, right?
Let me just do it like this. This nigga is a communist. Born and raised in Chicago. Okay? Born and raised in Chicago.
With that being said, like, why the Giants? Like, they ain't been real relevant since the 90s. They like kind of like
whoa. They won in 2000 and 2011. Bears won in 85. Since the Bears won their last one, the Giants won 4. So go ahead.
But I'm saying you're from Chicago, so why I don't, we can talk about when the Bears won. We just know that they was there in 2009. They didn't win, but they made it.
They was there 2006, and then the year after the Giants won. I just want to throw that shit out there.
All I want to say is that all I'm saying is that Russia got Brittany Griner. They need to have your ass.
Wow. So
That's
Tara,
all
what
I'm
do you
saying.
think about what do you think about this? The not the football, but the
Yeah, definitely not the football.
So what do you think about
I'm gonna hold that against you.
standards?
I think whatever you asking for, you should be able to provide. I feel like I just got back in the dating pool, and I feel like I've come across guys who be like, "Oh well, I can't date someone who has kids, but they have 3 or 4. Like I can't get with that because how you can have 3 or 4 kids, but you don't want me to have none, and then you think I'm supposed to sit in the house with your kids while you out, whatever." Okay, cool, but I would never ask for something that I was not providing. I do think it's okay for people to have standards. I think it's okay for people to have standards. I just don't think you should be out here asking for stuff that you can't provide. Like if I like I said, if I say, oh, I want to go on a date to Ruth Chris, believe that I've been to Ruth Chris, on my own dime. I'm not just asking for you to provide it. I can provide it for myself. I just want you to take me.
Right. And I do agree with that because I've heard women say they don't want to date men that have children, but they got 10,000 children.
I know a whole grown man right now.
That might be why she don't want to date nobody with kids, because she got 50 left moments.
You said you know a grown man that what?
Right now, who got 9 kids and don't want and say he will not date a woman with kids.
9? He doesn't want. Oh no, he's tweaking. He's tweaking.
Because he like, what? I got 9. Fuck, I want 10 for.
Wow.
Now,
So
he like this shit is expensive.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, we ain't okay. Yeah, I ain't even gonna go. Listen, fam. Like, you can't tell me you got 9 kids and you don't. I had somebody tell me just the other day on Facebook, like, because we was having this whole conversation. I ain't got nothing against Kevin Samuels, outside the little clickbait bullshit he be saying, and what, not him personally, but what it caused Black men to jump on the points that they wanted to jump on and talk crazy about Black women. Like, I have an issue with anybody, whether it be Black man or Black woman, who the only thing that they're looking for is tearing down one another, So I'm not saying anything against that. But anyway, Buddy said something. Hey man, you only got this house phone because of this work, right?
I ain't gonna lie, Peter. I swear I wish that was Deron. I swear I wish that was him because I was ready to tell him the same shit he always tell me. I was about to tell him, nigga, mute don't work.
Hey man.
My bad. I don't even know this number. Well, I don't know why the phone's ringing. I don't know it. But
so somebody book a flight, nigga.
No, not today, fam. Y'all better call back. But no, so this dude said something, and I was just like, oh, well, according to y'all, because this is one of the people who perpetuate the bullshit, right? So I was like, no, because I'm over 30 and, I have a child and blah, blah, blah. Like I don't deserve a high value man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being sarcastic, right? And then it's all, no, your son 22. The fuck, fam? Like,
right. Oh, so you back in the pool now?
I'm back in the pool, but I'm still over 30. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And see, that's scary because I'm 28 with a 1-year-old, so that means I'm in that pool where it's bad. It's no good for me.
Fuck them people. And all of that extra, I just feel like at this point, because I get tired of hearing the the foolishness, right? So I've gotten both sides, you know. Well, I didn't know what to do with you because you had a kid, blah blah blah. Your kid always came first.
Okay, that's a problem. I
Like
mean,
what you?
because I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm with,
So you
I've been
you
with
want to
women.
deal with
No, what I'm saying is that I've dealt with women who their children did not come first. And like they spent time trying to make sure I was good, and I'm like, yo, you know, take care of that over there. And so I look at you different that way. So I'm like, if somebody, if the problem is that you spend that your kids come first, that's not a problem. That's you.
but
That's you. You're the
but
problem.
you would be surprised by how many men are okay with that because they're coming first. They getting everything that they want from this woman. Not the fact that if I accidentally get you pregnant, then you ain't gonna be shit to my child. You know what I'm saying?
First of
Like
all,
no,
it ain't. First of all, it ain't accident. First of all, I can't stand people to use that accident shit. If you have sex, guess what?
and
I
then
like
you got
you get a
messed up.
motherfucker that you get a motherfucker to be like, well, we only fuck once. Okay, how many times you think it happened? It needs to happen.
I,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
not disagree.
Now I know right when I got back from the military, my boy, we went over these girls' house. We were supposed to be going to some club, Adriana's or some shit, right? And so the girls
I remember that
there,
spot.
I've
Oh
never
no,
been. I'm about to tell you why I've never been. Yeah, in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Yeah,
they had
outside.
kids. They
arrested in
had
that
kids in the back room. They had an arm baby and two toddlers, about 5 or 6. Okay, so they getting ready. I'm waiting on the babysitter to come for the kids so we could go. Them motherfuckers got dressed. They was like, "Y'all ready?"
You're not about to.
I'm looking like, man, I've been sitting in this living room all day and I ain't seen not one motherfucking adult come through to watch these kids. So they walk out, we walk out. I told my boy, we not going. Anything happen to them kids, I'm not gonna be a part of none of that shit. You know, and there's too many women out here that I've seen in Chicago that has left a minor kids at home by
Guess what?
themselves.
Guess what? It ain't just Chicago. It ain't just Chicago.
I know it happens everywhere. And you leave your kid at home just to go chase some dick. And then something happens and you trying to rush home and tell the police, oh, I just went to the store real quick. But they got all this fucking video of you at the club.
Or they done met a dude that moved the nigga in a week. And something happened to their baby because they babysitting a kid that they don't know and they ain't got no background on these niggas, man. Like,
dig that.
Now, you know what? That brings me to another question. Because I'm trying to figure out, you have baby fathers out here, that the good ones. I ain't talking about the bullshit ones. You have good baby fathers out here that try to be in their child's life.
mm-hmm.
And the mother will make it hard as hell for them to be in their child's life. But that new nigga she get with got full access to his child. Make that shit make sense.
It don't, and it ain't.
Okay. So
It doesn't.
here's the reality. He ain't that good of a dude, because if you're making it hard for me to see my child, then we have legal ramifications that we could take that will that can make you let me see my child. So I ain't got to go back and forth with you. We could just go ahead and take it to the court, and we can let this white dude in this black robe tell you what you're gonna do. Which is sad that we even got to take it to that level.
Right. And that's fucked up that you got to take it to the level. But you know the court system's so fucked up, because if a child say, look, I want to live with this parent, they'll sit up here and say, well, no, you too young to make that decision. But that same 4-year-old could say, well, I want to be a boy now. Oh, well, that's his life. He could do it. Make that shit make sense. Come on now. What the fuck? So you could change your sex as a child because that's the way you feel, but you can't pick the parent that you want to live with.
That's the agenda though. That right there, that's just the agenda. That's the age and the world that we live in. But to touch back on to that father and that mother relationship, like, I mean, and it goes both ways. You know, we like to talk about women who bitter baby mamas and all of this other stuff, and they use a child. They definitely, absolutely do. I'm not denying that. and I have to preface this because, you know, people be trying to say I'm a man hater sometimes, and I'm, or I can't say what a man is, ain't, and all of that other stuff because I'm a woman. Let me just say, I was raised by all men. Okay, my dad has 8 brothers, 2 sisters.
That's another reason. That's another reason why we cool, because she look real feminine, but she got a lot of my ways.
Stop telling my business.
I'm just glad she don't have your looks.
Yo, yeah. And look, I'm a good looking dude, but we all know I wouldn't be no good looking chick. We already know that.
So they don't drug test in Dallas, huh?
But so I got 17 male cousins within 3 years of me. My next closest cousin that's female, 6 years old, 7 years older, 7 years younger. So I'm absolutely not at all. I'm very analytical. I look at things from all angles. So you can imagine with all these males in my family, I literally have seen every way. But I will say this: all the men in my family have custody of their children, or they are still married. My older brother, full custody of his daughter. 3 states was that legal battle because he was fighting with number 1 in New Mexico to start out. So that ain't for a black man anyway. And with a baby that looked like she was not black. She got some black in her, but she looked like them other folks. So he had
some black in her. What?
I was thinking the same thing, but go ahead.
You can take that how you want to take it. She took it how she wanted to take it. 6 kids later.
Hello. You see what I'm talking about?
Ain't gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about it. But that you right. You know what I'm saying? There's a court system that's set up for you to take those legal ramifications. I think, and I'm not sure what it is, but like even some of my male friends who have actually went and actually got you know, or had issues with they mother their children, like it's almost like they don't want to fight, or they already feel like, man, ain't no point in me doing blah blah blah. And I'm literally that friend that's encouraging, like, listen, you can say all of that, but these are your kids. Like, do you want another man raising your kids? You want your kids calling another man daddy because of somebody else?
Let me tell you something, man. Look, one of, like, when I was younger, that was one of the biggest fights that me and Deborah had. Like it literally, like at one point, you know, and I'm telling a little bit of the business, but it ain't nothing that I ain't really talked about before. But you know, it was a time we thought we was gonna be getting separated, and I only had one son at the time. So we was, and I was like, "You're not taking my son from me." And we literally, I mean, it took. That may have been the only time I would have put my hands on it if my mama had stepped in between, because my mother was just like, let her go and we'll take care of it legally. Because I was like, you not take, because my biggest fear was that she would take my son, and we was living in Chicago at the time, and she would go back to Mississippi. That would make it very hard, and then ain't no telling what you feed my son, and you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. So it's like, and I was just afraid of not being in his life. And so that when I hear dudes say shit like, man, she won't let me see the kids, or I ain't got nothing else, or blah, 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 whatever. That's bullshit, man. If you really want to be a part of that child's life, you're going to do whatever the fuck it takes to do it.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? And anything else is just an excuse.
Okay, so that's a good segue to this video.
Hey, Kendra G, my baby daddy pays my rent to make sure that our daughter is provided for. We don't have an official child support situation set up, but he is very reliable with the rent payment, so there is no issue. Well, now I'm dating someone else, and he said that my new guy can't come over to the house or stay over because he pays my rent. I don't agree with this. He obviously dates other women, and I should be able to do the same. He said he doesn't care about all that. He is very adamant that as long as he's paying my rent for my place, no man can come over or stay the night. End of discussion. Kendra G, I don't agree. What do you think?
That's control.
Is it
Talk
control?
that shit.
That's definitely a control thing. Do y'all remember that show, If Loving You Was Wrong? How when that police guy was dating Esperanza and he was doing what he wanted to do, but because she had his kid, whatever, he was like paying her more, helping her pay her mortgage and everything, like was running away her new boyfriends and everything. It's by Tyler Perry. If Loving You Was Wrong. Definitely a control thing.
Okay, let me ask this question. He's paying your rent. He said as long as he is paying your rent, he don't want anybody else to spend the night.
Now,
To
see,
me,
okay,
you fix
that's
by
good.
you pay your
Point that
own
shit
rent.
out.
You pay your own rent, put his ass
You
on
fuck who
child
you want.
support. Now you ain't got to worry about it because you're paying your own rent.
But is it her house or his house?
It's her house.
If I'm paying the rent, it's my house.
Yeah, that's true too.
I don't give a. If I'm paying the rent, it's my house.
Here's the thing, G, and again, that to me is that's a ego, and that is a manipulation and control thing. Because if you
is that not what she signed up for? When women ask to be kept, you're asking to be manipulated.
Okay, so
whether you openly admit that shit or not, you're asking to be, because ain't no dude he's gonna take care of you and allow you to just do you. No, he's doing it because he wants to control. That's the reason.
Exactly. But so here's the missing piece for me, right? So as a woman, as a single mother raising a child, right? So I could go get a spot for, I don't know, I'm just about to throw some arbitrary shit out there, okay? I can go get me a 1-bedroom, $500 a month, because I can afford that $500 a month. But I also have a child. It ain't in the best neighborhood. But if you're saying, because this to me would be the thing, if you're saying I want my child to have an extra room costs every month. Whether that be the extra room, whether that be more electric because there's more space, like all of those things matter when you're talking about you have a child. So I want to do this under the guise of taking care of my child, right? So, but you can't dictate what I do with my life because you're saying that you want to do this because of your child. So that's why I say it's a manipulation and a control type of, a control type of thing. So that's why I say that. But anytime you have a child and you are the primary caregiver for that child, you're going to have more expenses. I mean, I could do the whole back and forth about child support, who should and who shouldn't. And this is speaking from a woman who has a child by somebody who played in the NFL and ain't got to look at goddamn child support and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask this question to any women that want to respond. If you have a child, the man was the one that has the child, has custody. You was paying that man's rent. Are you all fine with just other women coming in now?
It's your fucking house, fam. Like, what we doing? If everybody keeps in mind the well-being, what is in the best interest of the child, and this is my issue with people who call themselves co-parenting, right? If everybody has in mind what is in the best interest of a child, then there wouldn't be all of this issues and this drama.
But here's my thing. Why is he paying her rent? Not part of the rent. He's paying the rent. He lived here, but he's paying here.
So here's the other thing, because now you need more background in, right? So if he's not paying any child support, so is this woman working? Could she be working a better job? I know I've turned down jobs because it just didn't work with me parenting the way that I felt like my son needed to be parented. I'm not going to choose a job over my child, even if it pays more.
We're not talking about you being a responsible adult.
But you don't have the background to know if that's the issue or not. You know what I'm saying?
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. And here's how we're going to paint the picture. First, let me answer Ms. Johnson. Why would you pay bills? I had a woman tell me, look, when we was in the Navy, I had a woman to talk about motherfuckers paying bills, this, that, and other. Why would I pay bills somewhere I don't lay my head?
Yeah.
Now I can help you if I'm with you and you my woman, and you say, man, you know, and we're talking, and you be like, man, light bill's short. I don't get paid till next week, blah, blah, blah. Hey, don't even trip on the light bill. I got you. It is what it is. We in this together. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up there like, man, you know what? Shit comes up. We all know we adults. Shit comes up. Car note a little short. Babe, don't even trip. I got you. Because we in this together. But I am not getting on a monthly schedule to pay bills somewhere I don't lay my head. And too many times motherfuckers get into these quasi relationships because what they really are fuck shit. And women be playing games. And they'll say, man, you know, because I had a chick tell me, I would fuck you, but my light bill doing my I can't get my head wrapped around. I said, well, you need to pay the light bill. Let me know when you're done.
You didn't. Let's call it what it is. You're a prostitute.
That's just, and look, I was the only one. Look, I was the same one. We all sitting around. We on break. We talking, and chicks like, my mama told me, don't never come home with nothing but a wet pussy. And I told her flat out, your mama should have put a pair of heels on you and a mini skirt and put you on the stroll, because that's the shit hookers do.
Now, I'm a firm believer. A man gonna pay for a piece of ass, whether it's directly or indirectly. But I'm gonna pay for my shit indirectly. You know, I treat my wife well, so I'm paying for it indirectly.
Yeah, if I gotta, like, I don't mind taking you out for drinks. I don't mind taking you out for dinner. I don't mind, because I'm gonna have, because it benefits me as well. However, if I have to put the money on the dresser, see, the game changes now. It ain't about you no more. It's about your level of customer service. And I believe in good customer service.
If I had to put some money, I ain't gonna lie. If I had to put some money on the dresser, at the end of the day, I want you to go home feeling like shit.
Damn. I ain't taking that far. Damn.
But no. What I'm saying is,
that's
I ain't about to pay for it, huh? You said what, Tara?
No, I say, yeah, that's tough.
Well, no, because if you bought me, it is a different. If we're dating and I take you out and I spend $300, $400, $500 that night, that was something that I wanted to do. But if you sit up here and say, well, you got to pay X amount of dollars to get a piece of ass, if that's and I really wanted that ass, well, at the end of the day, I don't even want you to go home and kiss your kids because you feel like you got to brush your teeth. I just want you to feel like shit.
And gargle with Clorox.
Exactly. Let it say customer service.
The resident Q in the house. The resident Q. I would throw up the hook, but I got to do it like this.
So no, and so I don't like, and I'm like I said, I know men gonna pay whether it's directly or indirectly, but why? Why are you paying for something that is what is it? 22 women to every man out here.
Oh, you know this is my wheelhouse, right? You know I'm about to jump on.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Right. I want to know why you gotta pay if there's more women than men out here.
Because dudes are willing to trick. It is what it is. Dudes are weak. First of all, it's about supply and demand, but most dudes don't know that, right? Women outnumber men. We're gonna say conservatively, women outnumber men 12-1. Which is why it gasses me when women say shit like, I want my own man. That's great, because if you choose to be monogamous, that's a choice. It shouldn't be a requirement, right? Because monogamy is not a realistic expectation. Because if you say women outnumber men 12-1, you line up 1 million men with 1 million women, you still got 11 million women don't have no man, right? So it's more realistic to say. And then here's another reality: we never have the conversation of what we expect in a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. What happens is that we go on a couple dates, we end up naked and horizontal, and then we go together, right? We never have the expectation or the conversation that says, this is what I expect. A woman, how many conversations have women had with men that actually said, nigga, I don't want you to cheat on me? right? Or how many conversations have dudes had with women that say, I don't want you to cheat on me, right? They don't, those are assumed, right? But it's not realistic, because if women outnumber men, what are you going to have happen? They're going to fuck your man, they're going to fuck each other, or they're going to do a little bit of both. Now, tell me what's going on in today's society. Now, what's more realistic? For you to say, for you to say, go ahead. What you say?
I said they fluid, fam. They fluid.
They fluid. Okay, well, let's fuck it. Let's be fluid. Okay. So look.
That's what
what's more realistic? What's more realistic? To have a man come up to you and say, look, this is my situation, but I'm feeling you. Let's just kind of see where this goes.
But see, niggas ain't gonna do that though. That part
they not. They're gonna lie. They're gonna lie their way into your pants.
Okay,
They're not gonna tell you that up front.
I get that, and I'm with y'all 1,000% on that. But here's the reality of it: your girl Tammy Roman got a show called In the Act, right? She caught the dude with this chick who resembled the chick that he was with. She was like, "You need to make a decision." Dude said, "I want to move forward with both of them because both of them bring something to the table." You know who said he couldn't do that? It wasn't the girlfriend. It wasn't the mistress. It was Tammy. It's like, yo, you the host of the show. I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. Maybe this is something they do. Maybe this is something that they think about, but like, this might be all right. Because now ain't nobody lying, right?
So here's the thing. Okay, let's okay, because it's a lot to unpack in that statement.
But we ain't got another time. We got about another hour and a half. Go ahead, unpack the shit.
Okay, cool. So I respect somebody who gives me the choice. The problem is when you don't give me the choice.
And that's the biggest problem for all women that I've talked to.
Absolutely. So that's number one.
But women ain't shit neither now. Don't make it seem like dudes the only ones out there.
Whoa, time out.
That's why I'm glad Andrea said that just men lie.
See, no, you said men. We talking about the men. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to stay on.
My fault. Let's stay focused. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You said men. I done had my heyday of watching the Maury Show. I know. I'm not making no excuses for not ailing nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's issue number one. But here's the other thing, man. I feel like, this is my personal opinion. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I could be 100%, totally off way left, and it wouldn't be the first time. So we can talk about this ratio of men to women. But now, if we're gonna be real, if we're gonna be honest, the women that are considered desirable. Now you take that ratio. No,
because you can't really do that, because a female that I'm attracted to, Duran might not be attracted to, and vice versa.
I feel
so you can't really do that.
And women that are attracted to me ain't necessarily attracted to David. You see how that goes?
No, I understand that. But if
that was a dig at him on the spot.
I know what that was.
But if we are looking at you, it's relevant, because you have to go back to men paying for XYZ. Most of the time, the women that they are paying for something for, it's always this, but she cute and she look like blah blah blah. And sometimes niggas is trying to buy their way into having, this chick on the side where you may look at it like, oh, I'm gonna make you feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? Another man is looking at it like, man, she young, she cute, like my ego is feeding my ego.
Right.
So I'm gonna pay for blah 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 because she interested based off of what I'm providing for her. And she looked good on my arm, and all my guys is like, damn, fam, that's
what I be saying. Look, I be giving,
That is so true. That is so true. I can say this because, like I said, I'm a little bit younger than y'all, so I see it all the time. Like so I see it. Like I've seen guys literally like will help some female out, you know, like pay her way, do whatever, get her body done, give her $1,000 who doesn't know anything. She has no book smart. She doesn't go to work. She doesn't do anything but sit on Instagram and scroll all day versus trying to maybe establish a business with, you know, someone who's working, trying to get something, someone who has smarts, someone who your family can, you know, get along with, someone who your kids like. They would take the one who looks better on their arm versus the one who has more going on for herself because she looks good on her arm. And it's an ego. Like, oh, this girl need my help, so I can control her. If I give her money, I can control what she got going on versus somebody who works a regular job. Tell her what to do.
It's not even about ego. At that point, though, it's not even about control. It's about ego. This is my girl. She looked like blah, blah, blah. I know somebody right now. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all from Chicago. All I'm going to say is he got one of the biggest settlements in the state of Illinois off some wrongful conviction stuff. And he has a wife, but it's a chick who's his son's ex, by the way. And so he caked up. Like I had a whole conversation with this chick because we was in a place and in this place, this is the first time I met her because he my people's people, and she out here on some trying to get close to one of the rappers that we were around, who only gonna treat her like blah 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 for the night, not gonna put her on like this nigga do, like this nigga breaking her off guap, like, you know what I'm saying? But and I told her, I was just like, man, if you ain't interested in do like that, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got an understanding. He married you, he fly you to wherever he traveling, all of that other stuff. But I was like, you got to make this make sense, because you're trying to mess with somebody in this entourage that's not gonna spend no money on you, who only looking for you. We all here out of town. You're gonna be that person they hit and they're gonna be gone. Like you can't possibly think where you hit the lottery. This nigga got millions, right? And I was, and on top of that, because we was in the Gucci store, I'm talking to her like, you going back and buying all of this stuff to go work at a job to impress people who making $30,000 a year.
Exactly.
You could be maximizing not just his money but your money too. So if you gonna fuck off like that with his money, like I hope you got some shit put up where you investing in some properties you doing. But this age of chicks that's messing with, I don't want to say the younger chicks that's messing with older dudes, because I know some old hoes is doing or attempted to. Like,
you know some old
I know some old hoes is doing it, you know. But
and you know what? I was telling my wife about that because I'm like, I remember back in the day where you at least had to have some game. Now it's like these. I really believe these boys just come out with the dick out and they're getting some. They ain't got to bring shit to the table.
Look, pretty much. Look, I told you it was a time I saw these two young motherfuckers having a conversation, and I swear I lost about 3 brain cells. Cause dude walked up to old girl, and he was like, "What's up?" And she like, "What's up with you?" And he was like, "I'm just saying, what's up?" And she like, "What's up with you?" This nigga took a little. He had a little bit of change on him. He's like, "I'm just saying, what's up?" And she's like, "I'm just saying." Ain't neither one of y'all said shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Oh my god!"
I had a few youngins approach me on some of that foolishness. And I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, fam. I had to first of all express
I just look good for my age. You know what I mean? And
then he was like, no, and showed him my ID. Like, let me tell you something. If you're gonna approach a woman, this ain't it. Like, this is how you need to, because it was some of that weirdo shit, right? You talking about some, oh, what's up? You must be. I wish I could remember exactly what he said.
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, and trust, this is no diss to all single mothers. This is no diss, but these boys don't have a father or a male figure in their life to teach them how to approach women. When you see your mama taking 10 dicks a night and they ain't saying shit to her, I mean, what the fuck do you expect your son to do? You know, your son coming in, because these boys out here is nothing but a product of their mother. So if you got people treating you like shit, what the fuck you think these boys gonna do? They gonna treat you. They gonna treat the women that they with like shit.
But
Even if you're a single mother and you making the men show you respect. When the boys see that when they get older, they gonna tend to show the females that they with respect.
But you know what? Here's another thing too. When yeah, I hate saying shit like this because it make me sound old, right? What up, Mill? But when I was growing up, females made you want to do something with yourself, and they made you approach them a certain way.
Yeah.
Women nowadays, so I'm gonna say this in general, not women make it hard for women like you, Quita, and women like you, Tara, because they keep accepting these less than dudes. Like if you, it's real simple. Stop giving them pussy and make them up their game, and they will, or it's gonna be a whole lot of dry dicks walking around here.
But
right?
We got somebody in the back room. We got somebody in the back room. I'm thinking I'm spelling and pronouncing the name right. Melanie. Do y'all know her? You gotta show a camera or something because I don't want nobody pulling their dick and titties out and y'all try to get us banned on Facebook. So show us something.
We on YouTube now, partner. We ain't on Facebook no more.
That's what YouTube. I don't know who it is, and I didn't send the link. I only sent the link to you all, so I don't know who this is, and I don't even know how they got in the back room.
What's the name?
MELEAN KAVA.
I didn't send a link to no one.
Okay, they got out.
Oh, hold on, wait a second. That might be hold on a second. Let me see if this is
they just jumped off. I don't know who it is.
No,
they just show a picture.
Yeah, I think she can't show a picture. I think she's at work. That's the little young girl, Mel, the Hawaiian chick.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can hit her up, tell her to come back on. We had that little racist motherfucker that time that came on.
Man, we had a troll hit us up one day. But my thing is this: dudes will step up if you all make them step up.
Let's back up, right? Because I'm gonna speak from my own personal experience. That sounds good, but 9 times out of 10 that ain't gonna happen. Like, because it's too much. Like, you go back to this whole ratio again, right? It's too much out there where they don't have to. And if you are in a place where you just complacent, not doing shit, you gonna continue to be that person that ain't gonna do shit. Not saying that's every man. I'm not saying that. But if it's easier for them when they, and I'm not talking about on no nagging shit, no none of that. I'm just saying, if they don't want to, they ain't got to. Cause why would I have to be with you who's on top of your shit, who is having me to do better, but then I'm just like, I kind of don't want to, and it's 5 of these bitches over here that ain't really on shit, and they kind of complacent, and I can do what I want with them and how I want to do with them, and I ain't gotta step my shit up. And but see, here's the problem. Okay, here's the problem with what you say. First of all, what's up, Tammy? I see you. I appreciate you for checking us out. Here's the problem with what you're saying, right? All right, so you have the chicks, like you have chicks like you who are on something, who will be with a nigga that ain't on shit. Mm-hmm. And then they will complain about him not being on shit. Well, don't complain about it. If you're gonna put up with this ain't shit, because here's what I can't. Chicks that say shit like, well, dudes ain't shit. Every nigga I deal with ain't shit. Well, maybe it ain't him. Maybe it ain't them. Because like seems to attract like, right? And so if you keep attracting dudes that ain't shit, if you keep putting up with dudes that ain't shit, then sometimes the mirror is a motherfucker. Well, so let me just, okay. So for me, right? I get people who are on some, I'm intimidated by you. Listen, I've been friend zoned more times than probably your average guy. Your average ugly guy.
That's weird because men don't usually put women in the friend zone, so that's rare.
Jeez, on some friend zone stuff. But even like literally, you know how I roll, D. You know how I roll.
I
So
do.
in that type of environment, it's like where it, you know, if I'm gonna be with somebody, it's gonna be one of two things. Like either we gonna go ahead and build this empire together, or you gonna let me do you, and you gonna, you know, work your regular whatever and how you do. As long as your shit don't interfere with me, and you happy doing whatever, like I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
See,
But
you know what? See, go ahead. I'm sorry, babe. Go ahead.
but people who have been on again, and you know the type of environment that I'm in, it's like I'm cool. I'm not the partner that way, but the partner from a more so of a business, like let's in Chicago, I call I've been accepted into the boys club. Like we literally, like all my friends got boats, all that other shit. We go to cigar lounges, we call hairbrain scheme, you know what I'm saying, like share resources and all of that other stuff. But not it's one or two of them that were attracted in a sense initially, but they are the, they want the other type of woman, not the partner.
They want
But
they want the dependent woman, not the independent woman. And see, here's the thing with that. There's nothing wrong with an independent woman. Matter of fact, that's sexy to me. Like Neil said it best. Ain't nothing sexier than a motherfucker that wants you and don't need you. Right? That's me. But most dudes can't deal with that.
right. So again, so you got that part of it going on, right? But and here's what I be trying to tell people, right? Like, because most people, oh man, you got this, and you know got so and so and all of this other shit going on, and I'm like, you silly as hell if you think that I want to make a fucking decision. Please take some of this shit off my plate. Please, like who the fuck wants to be like, you know what? Today I'm a mow the line. I'm a mow the line. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Like I don't want to do this shit. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make this decision.
Right.
What we gonna do about XYZ? If I trust you in a relationship, you got it. Like you ask my opinion. Okay, here's what I think. You make the decision because I have to trust you with my life, right? As a man, that's y'all. If you want me to respect you as the head, because now we getting into just the general makeup.
But not you talking marriage shit though, right? You're not just talking about dating.
I mean, right? Yeah, I mean,
marriage or serious relationship.
Because
no, because you can't be in a serious relationship. You can't be giving a nigga marriage shit and not be married.
I'm right, but if at some point we're looking at marriage, I have to start trusting you with things pertaining to me. Okay, I can't just assume that in marriage you just gonna all of a sudden come up with all of this amazing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to show that before we get there, because that's a part of my decision as to how we moving forward or not.
Dig that.
You know what I'm saying? And so if this is the direction that we going, then you know what I'm saying, as a woman, and again now we getting into the dynamics of this, the biological shit from as far as a woman and a man is concerned. As a man, naturally, you are the head, the leader, whatever. Everybody's, relationship has whatever dynamic works for them. So I'm not putting anything in a box. But for the most part, men want to be the head. Men lead naturally.
Not these clowns nowadays. Not these clowns. I think these clowns nowadays are 3/4 bitches.
You sound like my daddy, David. You sound like my daddy, because that's exactly what he refers to them as, and I'm on the train. That's what I'm getting from him.
Because I get hate mail for that, for saying shit like y'all more emotional than me. Like
but they are, and think about it. But see, that goes back to what I said before, because they ain't got no daddy. Like.
But
okay.
Thing,
you know what, David, hold up, time out. I used to agree with you with that, but I have seen, I don't know most of these niggas, but I've seen some Negroes who live in a house who have lived in the house with their father, grew up with their father, and still clown.
Right.
Still emotional clown.
And here's
Is they
my
daddy a
thing.
bitch?
Here's my thing with that, right? So even from that standpoint, right? Then me as a woman, okay, and I don't even like the label of an independent woman, but shit happens. What the fuck I'm gonna do, fold? I'm gonna quit? Like, I can't do that.
Right.
So
Right,
if
right.
a situation occurs and you more distraught and sitting in the corner crying about the shit, like, at some point I'm gonna be strong for now. Don't get me wrong, because I'm a strong individual. There's gonna be times where you're gonna have to break down and I'm gonna have to make some decisions, and I got you, because it's a partnership, right? But if everything that happens, man, you fucking crying about this shit, what like, fam, so, like, when can I be that soft and vulnerable individual? Like, fam, like, what why are you crying about the light bill? And of course I'm just, I'm being an asshole saying
But
that.
no, look
You get
here.
what I'm saying, though.
No, I feel what you're saying. Matter of fact, let me give you this. Let me put this on your mind, right? So years ago, let me paint this story. Just years ago, though, right? Okay, so I was dealing with this chick. Now, she was a divorcee, right? Her current husband had never lived on his own, right? So the nigga went from living with his mama to being married, got divorced, moved back in with his mama, moved in with his sister, met her, moved in with her. This motherfucker has never had any tangible, like, responsibility, right? Never paid anything other than what his sister told him to pay her for the room and the cable bill, right? So, and this is a motherfucker that, when I met her, was in his 40s. Like, I was in my 30s at the time. So there's the question. We have too many men in age and stature, but they boys in the mind.
Come on.
Because
Did that nigga
somebody,
sit down when he peed?
he probably did. He probably did. Right? But they're boys in the mind, because they don't have, like, and it fucks me up to constantly hear a dude living like that say, well, I'm a man. Like, I had a conversation with one of my sons. Your age don't make you no man in my house.
But
Like,
I can't say that. I'm gonna get all the hate mail, fam. If I say that, you're a woman. You don't know
I'll
what
tell
a man
you what.
is.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is what you do. You send me the
Tag your
text,
ass.
goddammit, and I'll say it.
I'm gonna tag your ass. I promise you, I get hate mail.
But a lot of these men are dumb, because, okay, scenario, if I tried to highlight you, Keita, and you say no, I'm not interested. Oh, well, you a bitch, you this, you that. Why? She just not interested.
And that's
Call
cool,
your ass back and find somebody that fucking wants you.
because you know what I say? As long as you know I'm the baddest bitch, homie, we good. Like, that's my response. You calling me a bitch is what? Like, I might be a bitch today. I'll be cool tomorrow, though.
So I got a video, but I'm gonna ask.
Look,
Go ahead.
you a bitch today, and tomorrow you a happy bitch. The day after that, you gonna be a mad bitch.
So I got a video, but I'm gonna pose a question before I play the video. You all can type your answers into the comment section. Could you date would you allow somebody to take you on a trip? Or men, would you pay for a woman to go on
know
a
what
trip?
you talking about, okay? Let me get a refill. Okay.
I'm gonna get a refill while it's playing too. But would you allow somebody to pay for you on a trip without discussing the dynamics? Men, would you take a woman on a trip without discussing the dynamics? I'm just gonna leave it at there, and this video should clear all that up.
You lame nigga, because you ain't getting no coochie.
Get out.
Nigga,
Get out my car.
Whatever. Just
Get out
give
my
me-
car.
Just make sure you give me my fucking confirmation number.
What?
Where-
Ain't no confirmation number.
What you mean?
Ain't no confirmation number. I cancel the flight. I cancel your flight. Buy your own ticket. You make sure you on the cheeks. Nah.
Yeah.
It's your bag. I ain't even getting your bag. Here, your bag
Nigga, I
right
came
there.
here with
It's
nothing.
your bag.
Are you serious?
Hey, cool. Go. I'm dead serious. You ain't want to give me no cheeks? You got a deal.
Nigga, you're lame as
I'm
fuck.
paying for your ticket.
Because you can't get no coochie.
I'm saying you gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not paying for your ticket. not paying for none of that shit.
Your lame as fuck.
Hey.
You can't get no pussy.
All right, buy your own ticket. Buy your own ticket. Buy your own ticket. She got to buy her own ticket now.
Okay, I want to hear from the ladies first. God sends you out. Go ahead. I'm just gonna leave it at
You
that.
want me to get it? All you got-
Y'all didn't want to get flued out.
First of all, y'all see how they got a whole.
This she done went and poured the bottle.
Technically, I didn't do it. My son did. Thank you.
And that's
My fault. He is 22. I'm about to say them child labor laws, motherfucker. I'm telling.
Yeah, no, you gotta speak around here somewhere. So here's my thing. Now, it's on both sides. To me, is all fucked up. Because number one, you lame as fuck if you gonna pay for a woman's plane ticket and you can't, and you have those expectations unless it was clearly spoke about up front. That's number one. Number two, as a woman, how the fuck you gonna go somewhere and you ain't got nothing to take care of you? Like you that's I just can't see how any woman, especially in today's society, can go somewhere and not have enough money to make sure you straight. Because motherfuckers, your friends will do you dirty. Your female friends will do you dirty, let alone a whole nigga. But
this girl up here preaching.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's but buddy, he on some hoe shit. Like, so you mad because you can't, like, you spent the money to get her down there, fam. Like, if you didn't have this is what maybe, you know, because I done played this scenario in my head. Maybe they knew each other online and they have been talking to each other online because this is today's society and this is what they do. And then when they got around each other, she just like, I'm not feeling buddy like that. So from that standpoint, I don't want to be sexual with you because now that I'm in your presence, like, you can be a whole different person on the phone or online or whatever. But now that I'm in your presence, this ain't for me. So
I'm gonna tell you, I don't think they ever discussed sex because he would have said that when he was bitching. So I don't think they ever discussed that.
Yeah,
It was probably some.
I think he automatically thought. Yeah, I think he automatically thought, oh, I'm taking you out of town, I'm flying you out, you owe me this, or I'm entitled to this. Like, I don't think it was ever discussed.
But I mean, for me, get a local bitch then. Like, what are we talking about? You gotta fly somebody out to get some pussy?
Okay, here's my thing, because I think they both fucked up. Like I said, that should have been something they discussed. And so you don't plan on fucking when you get out here, you might not make it out here.
But see, here's the thing,
you don't pay for it.
So what if she like, okay, I'm feeling buddy. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever talked to somebody you think they cool? Like, maybe it's in a group type of setting. And then you get alone with them, like, all right, well, we gonna go on a date by ourselves. We're gonna go to the movies, and you like, this motherfucker lame than a bitch. Like, it could.
But hold on. If you talk to him on the phone long enough, you said what?
I mean, you a nigga. You probably was just fucking just like her ass fat.
No, like I did. I took one for, it wasn't even a team. I was like, fuck it, I'm here, might as well.
But if you talking on the phone, if you don't pick up clues that he's lame before he flew you out there, there's an issue right there.
No, because dudes put up especially these young boys, man, motherfuckers put up a good front over the phone and on the internet, man. The internet and the phone. They
don't talk them clap, fam. They got that shit to a T.
Okay, but now here's why I say
because you got motherfuckers with these fingers talk real good shit, and then you get in person and you be like, yo, dog, did you ever get hooked on phonics? What the fuck, man?
So here's why I say she's at fault. John say you can pick up no damn clues on no phone. Okay. And that's probably true. But here's why I'm going to say she's at fault. We know 99% of the time when a man hooks up with you, he wants to fuck.
No, 100% of the time, if a dude fly you out,
No. I'm just talking about hooking up. I'm just talking about hooking up. I ain't talking about flying yet.
no, fuck that. Keep it 100. This is the situation at hand, right?
Okay.
He flew her out. What did she think? They was gonna talk about Mars, stars, and quasars? No.
Right. Okay.
That is not why
So
he's flying out.
Keita. No, let me ask this. So Keita, if I say, okay, well, look, we done talked on the phone. You single, I'm single. We done talked on the phone for a little bit. I say, I'm gonna fly you out to Chicago. What do you think I got on my mind?
Y'all going to Bible study.
We ain't never going to Bible study, but unless you want to start a fire in that bitch,
We're going to prayer meeting. It's going to be a whole lot of old God going on.
We can meet outside the church, maybe. But ain't no telling what happened. I walk in there, get close to that altar, it's might be an issue. No, but here's the thing, right? Because again, my experience may be different. I have been friend zoned so many times. I have friends who legitimately like, man, blah blah blah. I'm,
But we ain't even talking. No. Me and you talking on relationship lifestyle, not no friend zone shit.
Wait a minute, before I say this.
She taking a little sip. All right.
So, at one point in time, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there, so I can paint the picture, okay? Because it is some people who just, Now, I had a friend who was legitimately a friend, right? We always did this back and forth shit, like haha, jokey. You know what I'm saying, wifey, blah, 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 haha, stop playing with me, son, all that shit, right? So,
treat you like you regular.
Oh no, I had them, but fam, we ain't even going now. But so for my birthday, right? A bunch of people from Chicago was going down to Miami. Hey man, it's your birthday. And we just gonna fly you down. You come kick it with us, blah blah blah. So whatever. All right, cool. No expectations. There was no expectations. Nothing. Okay, nothing. Now I will say, and this ain't normally how I get down, but I was just on some extra shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I say.
No, you being extra star.
I just said like I raped him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't expecting, but I was just like, no, come on, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? We doing all this stuff. But there was no expectation.
You took the penis? You took it?
I mean, but then after that, it wasn't.
Oh my God, I look at you so much different now. Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
So am I wrong?
You know what? Okay. Wait. As a man, no, you're not wrong. But
as a woman, you not wrong. You was in Miami. You was with the vibes.
No, fuck that. Because, okay, if that guy that flew out there took the pussy, he'd be in jail for rape. So as a man, I don't think you're wrong. But as in truth and logic, you wrong than a motherfucker. That's rape.
Oh wait, like you took it from him, like you you made him, or like he was just like he was.
So here, my point is this, right? I went down there. There was an extra room. We went down there in a group. We had a couple condos, and the other condo had couples in the condos. And then one of our friends was supposed to, she was supposed to make it down there, right? And she decided she wasn't gonna come. So, like, me and this dude been doing this back and forth shit for 10 years. Okay.
10 years?
10. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always this. Every time he called, text, hey man, what's up, wifey? Blah, blah, blah. Ha, ha, ha. But we literally never crossed any lines. No, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And so at that point in time, I was just like, shit, you know what I'm saying? But your girl's been on a celibate clock for I don't know how long. We just gonna.
So like, if you would have told him that you celibate, maybe he'll tell you he'll buy a bit.
push it aside. Like, there was literally no expectations. So to answer the question of do I believe that somebody will fly you to a place where they don't expect anything from you outside of just getting to know you? Absolutely, yes, I do.
But okay, but hold on a second. See, let me tell you why your example is bad. You and dude had a friend.
I'm not done with my other example though, fam.
No, but what I'm saying is that you and dude had a 10-year friendship, right? I'm pretty sure dude knew her for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And you still took the dick though. Nah, go ahead.
And then what's funny is because he's just like, hey man, you know you can go to jail for that, but you did it again after that. So can I really?
Okay, I guess I'll take back what I said about the vibe.
No, but it's in all seriousness, and just to give you just to give another example, I did have there's a person who is very well known, like dead ass. I saw them in concert here in Dallas. Found me on Instagram because he seen me at the concert, waited until I hashtagged shit, and then flew back to Dallas and offered to fly me. I would not fly to where he was, but flew back to Dallas specifically to take me on a date. And there was nothing. That, you know what I'm saying? So when I say, do I feel like it can happen? Absolutely, yes. I feel
okay,
like
you talking about a famous number. We talking about an average Joe that don't nobody know outside of TikTok.
No, and I believe it could happen.
There you go being extra regular.
No, seriously. I believe it could happen, but majority of the time, if a man gonna 100% of the time, if a man gonna fly a female out that he barely knows, he wants some ass.
Okay, but what part of that said that he barely knows? See, at this point, we just making assumptions. That's why I'm too analytical for this shit.
No, you definitely not.
They never had the conversation on sex. Men talk shit when they get mad. They talk shit. He would have been like, "You promised me some ass," or we talked about fucking. He would have mentioned that during the argument.
Well, so first of all, let me see. But see, here's the thing. First of all, here's what I need to know, and then I can probably tell you how the conversation went. I need to know ages, right? Because what Deron would say while we're talking about setting up this trip, I'm gonna bait you. Like, we're going to have a little back and forth. Like she talked about back and forth.
Yeah,
it's going to be that sexual tension. And I'm going to let you like when you get here, you know I'm going to
because you know I got the shorts that say want to be 8. It's a 7-up sign, but it say I need to be 8 up.
Nigga. We know.
And see, like me, if a motherfucker like if we going on a trip, a motherfucker like me would be like, well, look, I'm only getting one room, one bed, and I sleep naked.
There you go.
You still come. We already know what the fuck I'm on. So if you bring your ass on, then we already know. Well, here's what I don't get. He flew you out there, so you had a confirmation. You didn't.
He probably bought the heifer a one-way ticket.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because you already know it's a flight credit, fam. That shit in my name. I don't give a fuck what you do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, but because the shit sounds stupid. So, but even still, when he flew her out there, because she got to do the confirmation. Well, she should have. You should have said, "Oh, well, shit, ain't no return flight on this motherfucker." Oh yeah, she an idiot.
I was about to say that whole situation.
Unless they don't steer.
Idiot.
We're gonna go ahead and call it what it is. It's a bunch of young dumb shit. That was some young dumb shit.
Speak that shit. But you got old motherfuckers doing young dumb shit.
Oh, it's some old hoes that's trying to get flued out.
Flued out. You know what I'm saying? You got old dudes doing young dude shit.
That's the worst, fam. Like, that's the fuck. I just be like, nigga, grow the fuck up. Look, run me your nuts, fam, because they gone. Yeah. Get them here.
I think some of these alleged men were born with no nuts. So,
well, I mean, dudes get more and more feminine every year. It then went from the skinny jeans to the man purses. Now we doing the hoochie daddy. Man, what is wrong with y'all clowns, man?
Listen, I said specifically, if I see a grown nigga with hoochie daddy shorts, I'm gonna treat him just like they treat females. Hey, come here, Poppy. Let me go. I'm grabbing.
You gonna run up? You gonna grab his ass?
Yes, I am. Because
now I said when I was in school a couple years ago, I was on L, and I sent Deron and Michelle a picture. It was a guy across the way in a fucking romper, pink romper. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is this world coming to?
Yeah.
So okay, now I got a question. So we in the cancel culture nowadays, but it seems like the lyrics in these songs are getting worse and worse, and the women are the ones that's championing this shit. So the first song I would like to talk about, then I'm gonna play a snippet of another song, is Throat Baby. I done heard that. I listened to the song. That shit is dumb as fuck.
I done heard. Is that your ringtone, bro?
No, I think the song is stupid. It's a dumbass song. I know what you're saying, but I hear a lot of women talk, I'm a throat baby, they playing Throat Baby singing it. And I'm like, are y'all listening to the song or the motherfucking beating chorus?
It's all
you be hearing older women say this, or you be hearing younger women refer.
No, it's all about
they tweaking.
And I don't think. Listen, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I haven't even listened to the full song. I cannot. I have not listened to that song from beginning to end. All I know is Throat Baby.
That's all I know. So, but there's another song, and I found this another YouTuber I played this song, and I guess the song gained a little traction, but because of the way it is, it never gained any radio airplay. But I'm about to play a little snippet of the song.
I be nothing to me, bitches. Let me get up in it. When I nut, I'm a nut up in it. Cause I be nothing to me, bitches. I be nothing to me, bitches. I be nothing to me, bitches.
So, first of all, is that a man or a woman?
That's a man.
Okay. Because, my man, he had moves and I did. I had to ask the question. And that's hard to do for your girl. But
trash.
That would not be on my playlist. That's the dumbest song. One of the dumbest songs I've heard. Wouldn't get no play from me in the car, in the house, anywhere. If I heard someone playing that, it's a no for me.
That's a big ass. I wish some motherfucker would come to me like, hey man, put this shit. You know how motherfucker when we was doing the concerts when I was back home, and motherfuckers be coming up to the DJ booth like, man, you gotta play this, man. This is that shit. And of course, I'm put it in. Before I put it in, I gotta take it to the lab. I'm like, man, this is trash. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So I'm gonna go ahead and do a plug for my business real quick because this is what it brings my mind to. Okay, because because clearly the reason why a lot of I've had several calls lately for things such as yoni wash, yoni bars, things that help to level out the pH, all of that. This is why. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
Because right, you be nothing in these bitches.
No. So I do have, this is vaginal tightening gel. So if anyone would like to.
Hey, that's what we here for. Shameless plugs, babe. Do your thing.
Hey, you on the show, you part of the family, promote your shit. Matter of fact, at the end of the show.
If you one of them females that's cool, like, hey, he be then yeah.
Nah, don't get no. Them motherfuckers like that, don't get them that shit because then they be fooling the motherfucker. Then they find a good guy that think he got a good woman. Now her shit a little more tighter.
I do have the vaginal tightening wand as well, but we're not gonna talk about.
I told her if she needed somebody to come execute that, I'd be more than happy on my off time to come make that happen.
He did, and I did tell him like I'm not gonna put a whole deal in a woman, but I got the one that you can insert yourself, and because clearly it's needed and it's crazy, and I'm being funny, but like the seriousness in all of this, especially this younger generation, they got pills and shots for everything. I was talking to somebody who was younger, and this is one of the things we was talking about. They was like, "Oh, I'm not scared of that. They just came out with a shot. You know what I'm saying? You completely undetectable. All of that to raw dog somebody."
Yeah, X-Man. She said she got the vaginal tighten and shit.
Hey, mind your business unless you got trying to get that snapper back. You know what I'm saying? You got that snapper. You want something to pull back on you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. But this is the state of where we are, and it's so sad. Again, like I get these calls for people who are having issues with pH balance and things like that. And a lot of this comes from literally not
a lot of motherfucking nut in these bitches.
And it's funny. It's fucking funny.
All I know is that when I was younger, I was scared to have unprotected sex. Not even for the disease, which is stupid, but I was just afraid to be somebody's fault.
Look, and at this point, don't touch me because you might give me monkeypox, fam.
Man, for real, man, you been. Yo, if I don't know you, fuck you trying to shake my hand from, man. I don't know.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, and I'm glad because I was with my ex-wife almost 15 years and I never got the monkeypox. Now she's spreading that shit all.
Look at you.
He plays too much. Too much.
But
no, but how you said when you were younger, you were scared. Now I think they're scared to even put one on.
Man, I know. With the way motherfuckers is out here having unprotected sex, it's like, do they even sell condoms anymore?
And
shit, I think they went up on condoms because of the motherfuckers.
And this is why I'm celibate, fam. Like I'm cool.
But like I told you before, some people say,
you know what I'm saying?
Like I told you before, some people say if you celibate, they'll buy a bit. All you got to do just tell them you celibate. Shit.
Don't worry, when I fly back to Chicago, I slap shit out of
him. He gonna forget. He older than a motherfucker. He gonna forget.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna remind him.
You said right. Ain't that some shit? Hold on, now we just met each other. Now you can't do that, motherfucker.
You lucky I ain't there because I got this flying squirrel kick. Because I'm about this short, but I got this flying squirrel massive, fam. Like.
But now the problem that I have, other than obvious, the problem that I have with that song is too many guys up here. One, and Deron can tell you, I'm all about these guys that's getting railroaded on child support that's trying to be good fathers. But when you got assholes like this talking about he nothing in these bitches, now if he is telling the truth, I'm pretty sure he probably got about 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 different baby mamas, which that is disgusting in itself. But he get put on child support, then all these bitches wrong because he be nothing in these bitches. I mean, make that shit make sense.
I mean, coming from a moral. Okay, so we already know morally that shit is suspect. It's wrong. It's fucked up. Now I'm gonna bring it to you from a musical aspect. From a hip hop standpoint of view, they need to stop letting just anybody get in the booth because lyrically it's fucked up. The best that you can't even say that beat is hype because all he did was sample part of the Hustle Hard beat. You know what I'm saying? Lyrically, he's devoid of any talent. That nigga has no talent. That's just as bad as I was scrolling through motherfucking YouTube and seeing a motherfucking a song about a dude, grown ass dude talking about living in his mama's house. Come on, man. What is hip hop? What is hip hop turned into?
D, so here's my question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my question. Number one, you have to look at who owns the radio stations and the media companies. You know, that's number one. And you have to understand what it's doing to our community. Entertainment, the music, all of that, what it's doing to our community. And to kind of go down even further, like, so you gotta look at what we grew up on, right? Like, even from a, you know, we had the real R&B, you know what I'm saying? Niggas talking about
Real
paying
R&B,
rent.
real hip hop, all that.
As soon as you get home from work type of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? All of that, right?
Well, I saw you and him
I
walking
got a
around.
little bit of problem with some of them lyrics, but go ahead. I get
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but
Nah,
you know,
okay.
there's some other shit. You know, then you probably on some. Hello, is this Shirley? Shirley, this is Barbara. You know, I had to fuck with you on that one. I had to mess with you on that one.
Right.
But you go from like those type of real love songs to this bullshit we have today, right? And then you also go from even looking at shows and things that really kind of mold us as individuals, that's the normalcy and what society is. We had other shows. You can say what you want about Bill Cosby. We're not even gonna go down that road, but you still had the Cosby Show. You had Family Matters. You had examples of Black families, and that was viewed in a positive light, even from going to a different world and living single. These are all working Black people who had, you know, good relationships with each other. To fucking basketball wives, fam, like Real Housewives.
Yeah, you can even say good times, a Black family that struggled and still stay together.
We ain't gonna talk about Esther though, because she was real toxic to my man James. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
You had to have Esther in Sanford or son, because you talking about Esther Rowe.
No, Esther Rowe, yeah.
I know. When you said Esther, I was thinking of Sanford son. She was toxic.
She was, my wife was. Now, check this out. You know, she was 50 years old when she filmed that shit, and James Amos was only 35.
Oh yeah. And my man look. Oh, they should just say shaved his head off, fam.
And motherfucking Jimmy Walker was 26. You was only 10 years older than nigga that was playing your son.
But hold on, me and my wife was just watching the episode today, right? My wife did say the same thing, that he need to shave that shit off, but. You struggling, and this when they had the Black Jesus up there, and everybody was having good luck, and they all winning money.
Can we talk about Michael though? Like Michael, even
Michael like dick.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
he does. Like, that is
Michael like dick. I mean, they tried to spin that shit. He had a girlfriend close to the end, but Michael like dick.
This is true. But if you look at Michael had on the dashikis, fam. He questioned all of the stuff that happened in the Bible. This white Jesus in the Bible, like Michael was on to something back then, and that was real quick. But going back to old girl, like she was the epitome of that nagging wife that would not allow her husband to be more. He wanted to do more and be more. And she just like, oh, James, that's not possible. Oh, James, what if, and blah, blah, blah.
He should have left her for a relationship.
Let me just stop. They obviously didn't get married for the look, but I'm tripping.
Ooh. Ooh. She like a nigga I used to sit in Sunday school with.
Hey, man, and I just was trying to figure out, because I know the bras was a little bit different back then, but like, why was her peaches like right here on the side? I was like,
you gotta ask the old woman that. You gotta ask the old woman that, because I really don't know. So it's one more clip. Now this one, I think I played it on the show before, but this clip right here, I think, makes the men think the good women ain't shit. So let me go on and play it. Then I'm gonna get y'all.
I want to give a shout out to my kids' real daddies. Thank you, government, for putting me on. I mean, you was the definition of a real father. Because when your kids is hungry, they have food stamps. Yeah, we shop at Walmart. Yeah, we shop at Publix. We shop at Winn-Dixie. When your kids need shelter, yes, you have housing. And you also have Section 8 for a lot of us. And when our kids fall, get hurt, or sick, they have Medicaid. Yes, we go to the ER, we go to the walk-in clinic, and we also can make a doctor's appointment. I get their prescriptions with no hesitation. Now, if that's not a definition of a real father, making sure your kids have food, shelter, and health care, I don't know what it is. So like I said, thank you, government, for being my kid's daddy, and thank you for putting me on.
Ladies.
Let me
Definitely
first,
giving us a
before the
band
lady,
name. Definitely giving us a
before-
band name.
let me say, she must have filmed that video after midnight. Because she looked like a fucking gremlin.
You didn't say a mugwai, a gremlin, fam? Like she wasn't a mugwai?
Gremlin.
She
She
got
do look
raised.
like a nigga I used to slap box with. I ain't gonna lie. She like she was held with them hands and slap boxing.
I'm gonna let the ladies jump on the lady for that one.
So listen. She sounds like here's the sad part, right? This is the reality for some women who have fathers who don't help. And she sounds like she's just bitter in regards to whoever she chose to father her children.
Another gremlin.
You know what? You would be surprised because niggas is fucking gremlins. Like,
Yeah.
Some
niggas are fucking monkey.
Shame on them. Look,
Some
man,
niggas fucking he monkey.
Look, you see, and we talked about that earlier, right? You have two different schools, right? You have those that are fucking anybody, they don't care. And then you have some dudes that love the image of a woman and don't love the woman, but they love the thought of her, right? Like you, Quita, like you ain't hard to look at, right? So a motherfucker might be like, oh, okay, cool. That's why we need to have levels of relationship. Like, what do you like about it? Like, you know what? I like the fact that you break my back. Cool, let's say that. You ain't gotta tell me you love me. Just tell me that you like the sex. You know, I like the way you look. I like this about you. Just keep it 100 with a motherfucker.
yeah.
And who knows? Maybe the gremlin can suck a golf ball through a garden hole. So we don't know.
That double hand twist, that golf 2000
The
is
double hand twist.
You just gotta hold on.
Maybe
You just gotta make sure the motherfucking lights off because you fuck around and look down and you see this motherfucker.
It'd be a problem.
I mean, but you with the double hand twist, got the eyes rolling in the back of the head. They ain't seeing shit. No,
Yeah, I gotta roll back in the head because you see that ugly motherfucker. Like we okay. Let's just be honest. We all grown. Most of us, all of us, done had that motherfucker that we done slept with. That we was like, the fuck we do that for?
I personally,
you know what?
You never had a guy that at the end of the day, you was like, damn, was I drunk? The fuck was that?
You know what? A lot of people can get blinded by, see, you know what? That's that analytical shit, right? Okay, so, yes, a lot of times when dudes have sex with less desirable women, we do it because ain't shit else jumping, right? Now, I would say me, it's a lot of things that I've let walk past, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, just whatever. I told you, in 50 years, only once did I say, fuck it. You know, I already spent this money, might as well.
When you talking about women and men are physical creatures. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like you can fuck a butterface. You know what I'm saying? Her ass fat, her body right. I ain't gotta look at her. You know what I'm saying? And for a woman, most times, for a woman,
it's emotional.
Exactly. It's some type of connection some type of attachment. It's a mental or emotional thing. So
Yeah.
jump, we're in two separate places when we talking about going down that road. Now, I feel like a lot. No, we ain't blaming shit on the alcohol, goddamn. Thing. Like you do what you want to do. You can say it's the alcohol.
Yeah, the
but
alcohol just made you brave enough to do it.
Hold on, but that's coming from a nigga that's never drank in his life.
Oh, well,
He's
shit.
never done what? Now let's keep in mind. This nigga
Never
got
had a drink in his life.
No, that ain't what you said at first. That ain't what you said at first. You said he
I
never
cleared
drank.
the shit up.
You said he
And
never drank.
when I edit this motherfucker, I'm gonna edit that part
out.
But no, so like for y'all as men, y'all are more physical, so y'all can do shit like that. Women,
but see that's part of me. I can't do a butterface. It fucks with me.
I mean, because you think you cute though, fam. Like you think like
No. I think I
that's
look
what
good. I ain't never thought I was
she
cute.
said.
I ain't never thought I was cute. like I'm a good looking dude. See, a cute dude will make a cute chick. I just think I look good. This is different.
And I'm glad you said that. You think you look good because nobody else do.
Don't do my man. Don't do
Hey,
my
hey.
Hold on, you just said he think he cute, so
I can say
I've known him longer.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. It don't matter. You know
it don't matter. We rolling. You know what I'm saying? We rolling.
I told you this is my road dog. You better back the fuck up, homie.
Hey, I was there when a nigga named Mahari Davis was about to whoop your ass. I was there.
Stop. You were never. You ain't never. Matter of fact, we invited the nigga on the show. He wouldn't even come on the show. He fancied himself as this comedian slash, debate dude, and I would destroy this nigga every chance I got at work. Every chance I got. But
and the bad thing about it is when I destroyed his ass, then he was like, "Oh, well, I can handle your boy, but come on to the show." He never been. So,
but I mean, look, on some real shit, like men are, for the most part, are visual, and you are 100% right. And I've been like this my whole life, right? But which is why it's only happened to me once. Because even when in high school, when dudes be like, man, shit, I'm like, man, she don't even look all that. And they be like, man, but look at her ass though, blah, blah, blah. I be like, man, but I can't get past that. I have a friend who's like he has a whole gigolo's mindset. Like he would always talk about what women could do for him. And so he was talking to this one chick, and I was like, man, she ain't got no money. He said, it's not about how much money she makes. He says about how much money she's willing to spend on me. You know what I'm saying? Right? And so it was this one chick, I'm telling you, this dude got put in a chick's will.
Is
right?
Is that to you not feminine though? Like to me, that's some kind of
No,
hey,
okay,
look,
no, okay. I'm gonna say no.
So look, I'm
the reason why.
I'm gonna say this: a gigolo. I don't think it's. First of all, I'm gonna have to go ahead and put that book out, Four of a Kind, because it's gonna tell y'all about the different mindsets of a man. But check it out. A gigolo's mindset. That's
I'm still waiting to get it in my email, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
You ain't? Did you send me your email? Maybe not. Okay.
So, let's keep the personal business on the side. All right.
So look. The dude says it was the chick. I mean, he got put in her will. She caked up, right? She's obese. Like he telling me about, he let her do this. He bent her over this. I'm like, how? He's like, hey man, you just gotta.
Because I got a question. When y'all, never mind.
Go ahead, ask the question. Ask the question.
We grown. Ask the question.
Okay, because okay. All right.
Okay, look. Hey, look, David. Black your screen out and Taurus. Now it's just me and you. What's up?
No, it's cool. So I got a question, right? Because when you got situations like that, right? Because I got booty on the bottom. I ain't really got that, that pop out. You know what I'm saying? So when you
ain't got that, you ain't got that Kim K.
Don't try to be funny, G. My thighs is thick and I got the cuff. Okay, that's
Yes, you do.
I need to get the you know the. But I ain't got that. Now, one day I'm gonna do it on myself, but not today. But no, I did ask. I got that. I got that Kim K. The same thing that they use, that sculpture. I do have that. Another plug for the
She
business.
does all that. She does butts and guts. I'm telling you.
We not talking about that. But like, no, that is like when y'all doing that, like, because it's some females that's real. They got a lot of meat. And y'all only got so much. And so, how do you have
sex?
Yeah, like
okay. Let me explain that. See,
lift and spread. Like what?
See, when the Lord made me, He was being funny, right? Because I'm not that cute, and I'm only got about 3 inches, and I'm gonna give you about 3 to 5 minutes. So I get whatever crevice that I could get and go from there. Whether she felt it or not, I got mine.
Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Is this thing on? Hello?
I don't know if I'm in the thigh, the elbow, between the knees.
You might be in a flap.
Right, I might be in some skin, with 3 inches, you ain't going too far, and 3 minutes, you ain't going too long. Right. I try to beat commercial breaks. It's like a sprint. Shit, I won. Like you can ask my wife, I am the champ. I'll win every time.
I'm dead.
Tell your wife.
She probably gonna come in here in a minute.
Lord.
Oh my God! This nigga's out of control.
Hold on, why you bullshitting? Back when I was with my ex-wife and I was being a hoe, I only guaranteed motherfuckers 3 minutes. Now, I tell them if you get longer than that, you're gonna get the bonus plan, because every man, and whether they say they have a man done had that time where they was just a little too quick on the draw.
Yeah, I mean, like I was like 12 or 13 when it happened though. I'm a grown man. I do grown man shit now. 12
or 13?
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I was bad. Like, okay,
he was
so
a little
since we get into everybody's business, yeah, I was 12 years old when I broke my virginity.
You was how old?
I mean, I was 12, but I wasn't having regular sex. Like after I broke my virginity, I didn't have sex again until I was like 15, almost 16. But I mean, and it was one of them things where I was in California living with my old man, and we were like, California's always been liberal, right? So they had you had to get parental consent to have sex ed, go to sex ed class. So we in sex ed. We get done with the sex ed. Now we in just regular PE. And one of the girls, and so like me, I've always been a smart ass. So it was a nut on the ground.
I want to see it in real life. Can we
try? Like, yeah. Let me tell you how I got there, right? So it was a nut laying on the ground. So I picked up the nut. I said, "Hey, look, I got a nut." Right? People started laughing, because we had just got out of sex ed, right? So this girl snatches the nut out of my hand. And I say, "Hey, give my nut back." So she was like, "No." And I went to grab, she, snatched it, and then she put it in her shirt. And so now everybody looking at me, they like, ooh, So now I ain't no bitch. Right. So, and let me tell you this, Quita, we 12, 13 years old. This girl, like in my mind, this girl was, okay, I'm going to shut up because I don't want to put all your business out there. But this girl was big, right? So I went in there and got the nut.
You see, I went in there and got the nut. That covered, yeah, right?
Keep them covered. Keep them covered up. So I went in there and got the motherfucker, right? Okay. And she was like, "You can't be going in my shirt, ooh, this and that." And so So she was like, "Give me that back." So I put it in my short. And so she went down there and got it. We going back and forth. Eventually, so now, yeah, she went and got the nut. So
and you got the
eventually, so I was like, fuck you. So she was like, when you want to do it? Now everybody like, ooh, they looking, right? Because up until then, we all lying about who fucking, right? So we had a half day coming up. It was like, yo, we could do it this day. Long story short, I tried to come off looking like Superfly, end up looking like Big Bird, but it happened. Right? It happened.
Okay. I done told this story once on the show, and fuck it.
Didn't nobody ask you, man. Didn't nobody ask you. They was talking about me and my experience.
So I went to the swinger party, right? Fine ass chick. She was messing around with this white boy. So
why everybody from the South Side always be at swinger parties?
Well, I've never been to one.
That's a whole nother level. I
had never been to one, and at the time, me and my ex-wife, I didn't give a fuck about her anyway. So I was like, I want to try one out.
Okay.
So I go talk to the chick. We go to the room, and this is the worst experience I ever had because I beat my 3 minutes. Like literally, I ended up busting a nut as I was putting the condom on. I redeemed myself. Let me get that out there. I redeemed myself. I said this on the show before, Duran. Don't look like that.
Y'all as you said, I'm old. I forget shit. As you said, I'm old. I forget shit. So.
Yeah. I did redeem myself.
I purposely forgot that.
But that was probably the most embarrassing moment of my life, and I had to go back and redeem myself. I thought,
you better have people think
because I'm like,
because people say like attracts like. People can't say, oh, y'all friends, so you must be like him now.
Hey, well, so I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this wine for you and Deborah. And I need your feedback because one of my guys, that was just like, look, my wife did that. He was like, I was 16 again, and I did 3 minutes, and I had to tell her, I'm sorry. I promise you, I got a round 2 for you.
You see what X-Man said?
Who he talking about? Well, he said frat.
He said frat. He talking about you.
Name. Yeah. I didn't drop no name. And yeah, that I said I was 12. So obviously it was like 1983.
Yeah, that was in 1783. So you know.
Wow. Yeah, we were still slaves.
I was 3.
1983. 1983. Yeah.
I was 3.
I was a whole 12 years old.
I ironed my hand in 1983.
Nigga, shut
I was on some dumb shit back then. Like, let me see what this do. Story of my fucking life, man. Let me see what it do.
Oh no, you probably went on a trip and just took the dick. That's how you hurt your hand.
That was not how I hurt my hand.
I just want to throw that out there because you was talking shit earlier.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, now we on the shit talking page now.
That was on my bucket list, fam. Check.
Okay. In other words, you tell me to shit what they call the fuck up.
All of it.
Hey, but ladies, man, it was fun having y'all on the shows. Time to wrap up, man. Anytime y'all want, y'all can come on. Just let me know. We'll make sure y'all get the link. Go on and shout y'all business out one more again. Remember, everybody, subscribe and like the show. Don't treat us like we some side bitches. Subscribe.
That's right. If you like the show, then tell somebody else who might like some other stuff.
Exactly.
And like
okay,
and subscribe to the page, damn it.
Well, I appreciate y'all for having me. Thank you. On Instagram, I just have a Ladies of Value and Elevation, and then you can just follow my regular page. It's TJanae_.
Okay, Tara, do me a favor. Send me your information. I'll make sure you get on the Truth and Logic page so we can go on and promote you. Keita?
Okay.
Gotcha. All right, so the name of my business is Everything You'll Need at Serenity Day Spa. We're located at 1425 West Pioneer in Irving. So if you do need that, body contouring, or you need that Kim K, you know what I'm saying? If you struggling like me in the area, you know what I'm saying? You need that off the back move. Yeah, that I got you there. As we spoke about in this podcast, even the pH, all of that stuff, ladies, come on, man. Let's get that together. Let's get that right. I got all the products you need. But also I'm certified herbalist. We can get all of that together for you. Instagram is everything _Yonid YONI.ED. On Facebook, it's everything Yonid, no spaces, no anything on Facebook. So like and follow there as well. If you have any questions, hit me up, and more than happy to serve you and sending all the products, retail products out to you.
Okay, Quita, make sure you get all the information it is, and we'll make sure we'll definitely post it on the page. And when I cut this up, I'm also put y'all information on there, so whoever come look at it late, they can still click y'all link and get on y'all page. And family, make sure y'all support these striving Black women out here. We can't say we support.
The only way we gonna move forward is to support each other. Let's make it happen.
Exactly. We can't say we support Black business and black entrepreneurship if we don't do shit. We can say it all we want, but we got to show action.
Yeah.
Did you got anything?
Man, what happened?
You said what?
I still got some relationship questions.
Hey, yo, we can part
next week.
We can part two this bitch next week. You ain't saying nothing but a word. As a matter of fact, a lot of our relationship shows go 2-3 weeks in a row.
So go, hey, make sure you write them down so you don't forget. You know, you in your 30s. We forget shit when we hit 30.
40s. Don't do that. Golden girl.
I thought earlier you said you was 38. I'm sorry.
No. I said my son is 22. I'm in my 40s.
I used to smoke a lot of weed when I was younger, so I forget a lot of shit.
You got, hey, look, he like Easy E. He don't really think straight. But you know how it is, man. Look, I ain't doing a show tonight, but I will be back on the 1s and 2s this Thursday night with the late night Rhythm Ride After Dark, 10 to midnight on Rhythm Flight Radio. And I'm gonna be back on the 1s and 2s next Saturday with the Rhythm Ride Reloaded with just that old school hip hop R&B flavor. We're gonna hit y'all with I'm revamping the show, man. We're gonna do 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. We're not going no higher than that. We're keeping it all authentic. Let's get it.
Make sure y'all support Diz, and also be on the lookout because I'm gonna start doing news stories. Just playing the news stories and giving my opinion on various events. So they get posted up here and there. So make sure y'all support us, support the young ladies. And look like we're gonna Quita back next week. Tara, if you want to come back next week, let me know. And we can continue this relationship shit. All right, y'all. Is your truth versus our logic. And we out.